All right, the entire real estate industry is going through this massive shakeup. I mean, the ground is literally shifting. Right now, there's this huge battle being waged for the future of how we all buy and sell homes, and you've got these giant companies making some seriously bold, aggressive moves. So let's break down what's going on, and more importantly, why you should care.
So it all really boils down to this one simple question. Why is every real estate company all of a sudden in this frantic race to just get bigger? I mean, what's driving this intense competition for size and just total market dominance?
Well, the answer is actually this really fascinating conflict. Think of it like this. On one side, you've got these massive national platforms, and they're trying to expand into every single corner of the country. But on the other side, you've got these strategic local powerhouses, and they're running a completely different playbook to not just survive, but to actually thrive. So yeah, two totally different strategies, one massive battle for the future of real estate.
Okay, so first up, let's dive into that first strategy we're seeing play out everywhere. Independent brokerages deciding, you know what, we're joining the giants. They're aligning themselves with these huge national brands, and the reasons they're doing it, well, they're pretty compelling.
So, you have to ask, what's the big challenge for an indie firm? Well, just imagine trying to compete when your costs are soaring, you're struggling to keep up with the latest tech and marketing, and you're feeling this constant pressure to scale up. It's tough. And that's exactly where these big platforms swoop in with a really powerful promise. Hey, join us, and you'll get shared resources, the power of a national brand, and all the support you need to grow.
To see how this actually plays out in the real world, let's take a look at a case study. Good Company. This is a 172-agent brokerage out of Michigan. And let me be clear, this was no small-time shop. No, not at all. In fact, just last year, they closed $500 million in sales. I mean, $500 million. So this was a thriving, super successful firm. And that's what makes this so interesting. Their next move wasn't about survival. It was a strategic choice to level up.
So what was the move? They joined Real Brokerage. And the reasoning? It ties right back to that challenge we were just talking about. They actually cited the increasing challenges that even a successful firm like theirs was up against.
And check out this quote from the founder, Jim Schaefer, because it really gets to the human side of these big business decisions. He said, "As I began following Real, what the company stands for really resonated with us. From the start, Real felt like home. See? It wasn't just about the numbers on a spreadsheet. It was a cultural fit. It really shows that it's not just about getting bigger, it's about finding a place that aligns with your values."
Okay, so that's one side of the coin. Now let's flip the script and look at how the big platforms themselves are playing this game. Because they are not just sitting back and waiting for firms to come to them. Oh no, they are on the offense, aggressively building their empires.
A perfect example of this is SERHANT. They just launched in Boston, which was a huge strategic move that basically completes their East Coast expansion.
And they didn't just dip a toe in the water. The team they launched with did a collective $500 million in sales just in the past year. That is how you make a statement.
And this quote from the founder, Ryan SERHANT, it just perfectly captures that platform mindset. He said, "Boston's luxury market is ready for a platform built for the future." That right there is the core pitch of the giants. We've got the tech, we've got the brand, we are the future.
But hold on, this ambition isn't just about conquering the US. While SERHANT is locking down the East Coast, a company like XP Realty is thinking way bigger. They're playing a global game. Their latest move? Launching in Romania.
And what's absolutely wild here is just the sheer scale of their plan. Their goal in Romania is to sign on 1,000 agents.
And with those agents, capture a staggering 15% of the entire country's market share.
And get this, do it all in just 3 years. That isn't just growth. That is a full-on market blitz. It just goes to show you the insane confidence and aggressive strategy of these global platforms.
But wait a minute. Not everyone is buying into this platform promise. There's a really powerful counter-movement bubbling up, where independent firms are fighting back by scaling up, but on their own terms, playing by their own rules.
A perfect example? Pemberton Real Estate in Minnesota. I mean, they basically wrote the playbook for this. First, they made the incredibly bold move to actually leave a big national brand, EXP, and go totally independent. Then they decided to remain founder-led and locally controlled. And how'd they scale? They emerged with another top local team. The goal was simple: get huge, but keep control local.
And the result of this independent strategy? The new combined company is on track to do over $1.2 billion in annual sales. That is incredible proof that you do not need a national giant to play in the big leagues.
And this quote from founder Parker Pemberton, it just gets right to the heart of this independent mindset. He said, "By coming together, we believe we can build something greater, something that truly puts agents first." And that's the key difference, right? It's a focus on a human-led, locally rooted culture, which is the complete opposite of that platform-first model.
So what we have here are two powerful opposing forces, both pulling the industry in completely different directions. So what does this all mean for the future of how you and I buy and sell our homes? Well, let's just quickly recap the two competing visions we're seeing. You've got the platform push, right? That's the national brands offering tech, scale, and support in one neat package. Then you have the independent alliance, where local firms are merging to create these founder-led powerhouses that are all about local control.
And really, this brings it all back to one final, simple question for you. The next time you buy or sell a home, whose name is going to be on that sign in the front yard? Is it going to be a global giant with offices all over the world, or a local champion built from the ground up right there in your community? The battle for that sign? Well, it's happening right now.